So you want to come here in this country as an immigrant, EB3 visa or as a nursing or even as a student. But what is the foundation that you're coming with? I want to empower you as I empowered myself, inspired to share this journey with you guys so that you can have a better footing, a better landing when you come here, whichever visa that you have or whichever job that you have. I want to make sure that I share with you some financial tips as an immigrant, how to build your credit, how to be in the good books, how to even start a business, where do you register, what is required. I know the biggest hurdle is just getting the visa. But once you land here, what do you do? There's money, yes, but how do you control the money? So these are some of the financial tips that I want to share with you. So the first thing as an immigrant, navigating into the financial landscape in a new country can present unique challenges and opportunities. Here are some of the important financial tips that we can talk about as immigrant. Number one, you must understand the financial system. It's almost the same back at home, but they have a way that if you mess up one day, it just trickles on your social security card, it trickles on your history. So you need to understand the financial systems. You familiarize yourself with the financial system and institution of the new country. Learn about the banking system, which is the best bank to start with. I know some banks have ratio discrimination. Some banks cannot give you like really good loans, or the types of accounts available. Is it a savings account? Do you need a high yield savings account rather than just a general savings account? Because some savings account, they make sure that you have the minimum balance for every month or whatever should be like $500. You need that money back home, right? How to open a bank account or which bank accounts they don't require even papers. Some of this information you need to understand the local currency and how to manage your money effectively. So I know some banks, they need to have like a certain address or some proof of utility that you're paying to show that you're a resident. Some banks do not. And the same banks, some of the employees don't even know these things. So you end up opening in a different bank account and then you go to another one. They say another employee comes and say, no, we can't open because you don't have ABC. Number two, you need to build your credit history, especially. I know most people who are coming, they're coming to stay. When you're coming to stay, the first step for building your financial success or financial independence is to actually get a house or get a mortgage, right? And buy nice cars and, get student loan. Some people use student loans so that they can advance their degrees. But of course, don't get student loans. Immigrants, we have a very good footing, especially if you don't come with any kind of debt. So establishing a credit history is crucial for accessing various financial products like loans, credit cards, and mortgages. Consider obtaining a secured credit card. A secured credit card simply means somebody who has very good credit score, they can put you under them. But honestly, you don't need that. You just need a simple one. You can start by yourself. You really don't need somebody to secure you or becoming an authorized user on someone else's credit card to start building credit. It doesn't. I would highly disagree with that. We can do it. You can do it by yourself. You don't need any person to back you up. Number three, managing your finances. This is by creating a budget to track your income and expenses. This will help you understand your spending habits. Even you'll be able to track how much is groceries. Our groceries, is it the same here as back at home in Africa or wherever you're watching me from? And also ensure you live within your means. Several budgeting apps are available to assist with this process. There's a budgeting app. I can share even the link in my description where you just download and you connect it with your bank and you start seeing how much money you're using on groceries, online shopping, your bills, anything that you're paying, even your credit card. And number four, financial literacy and education. You need to educate yourself about personal topics, including saving, investing, retirement planning, managing debt. There's so many online free resources, workshops, and community organizations that offer financial literacy programs for immigrants. I'm not even talking about people who've been, like me, the people who are here, but this information is relevant to everyone. But for immigrants, if you don't know where to start, this is the place to start. There's so many. Just search on the website, on your location, what financial literacy workshops near me. Number five, the biggest hurdle, tax. Oh my gosh. If you don't know that you need to pay taxes in this country. And the more your income goes up, oh, the income tax bracket increases. So you need, when you're working, you need to make sure the employer is cutting all the taxes that you don't need, that IRS wants. IRS is like the KRA of in this country. It's Uncle Sam. If you don't need that money, you just ask your, because I know you don't know about the taxes, just ask, are you getting all the taxes out? Yes. Instead of getting a huge tax burden by the end of the year, like April, when you're filing taxes and your tax accountant is telling you owe $10,000 and you already made like $150,000 that year, and they're telling you you have 10,000, like a 10,000 debt with the IRS taxes. So you need to know. And then, of course, you need to know remittances. If you're sending money home, you need to budget yourself so that you must live your life here. You don't send all the money back home, please. Don't send the money back home. You will send it today, and you'll send it tomorrow, and you'll send it the day after. Make sure you pay yourself. Make sure you give yourself the best life ever. Please don't live in a single room somewhere that you're trying to squeeze all the money and you're sending all the money back home. That's not, life is too short. Go for those trips. Remember, there's a credit card that pays for trips. You use the credit card and they get you points, okay? Another one, healthcare and insurance. Oh, this country has the most expensive healthcare in the entire world. So, as an immigrant, you don't have papers. You need to make sure you don't get sick, or please go to the gym, or I'm trying the gym, but it's not working. I'm really pushing myself to exercise more and lose a couple of pounds. Yes. Please, health insurance, you need to know when is it open enrollment, because you don't get health insurance any time of the year. It only occurs once a year. If you're working for a company, it occurs twice a year. They'll tell you, oh, we have open enrollment in August, and then the other one is in November. You need to know that. You just don't apply for health insurance any day, unless maybe the previous one has lapsed out, and then they give you maximum 60 days to enroll into a new one. You can even pay for your own self, even if you don't have papers, okay? Don't go, just make sure. Of course, there are benefits where you don't need health insurance. Some hospitals, they treat you if you go through the emergency, but you need to plan yourself, right? We're here planning ourselves. We need to get, go to achieve our financial freedom. Another one, number 9 or 8, retirement planning. All the jobs that you're working, they have a retirement plan. I'm going to talk about this retirement plan in the next video. Make sure you watch. There's something called 401k, IRA, Roth IRA. What else? There's 403B, 430B or 403B for nurses, something like that. If your employer, here's the trick. If your employer tells you, hey, if you deposit $300 every month, I'm going to match that with 5%. That 5% is free money from your employer. So it's like a pension, it's like a pension, the way we get a pension when you retire. So this one, you get like that kind of pension the employer is paying for you, and it's more like free money, I would say, like that. Another thing, make sure you don't fall into fraud and scams. There are plenty of them. There are so many, plenty. I think my bank account has been attacked almost like 3 times, I think. It's not because of the password. I don't know where these hackers, they just guess numbers and you end up being a victim. But I know they recover you. They recover them, and you're safe. So avoid scams. Those life insurance scams, they tell you spend all the money, put all the money here, and then they'll give you this. Please think about, when you land here, look for financial advice. Look for people, watch Lucy or whatever. Just Google some companies, some people on YouTube, they have a lot of information about credit. I have about as immigrants or even normal people, how to protect your accounts and all that. So I'm here enlightening you through my journey, the way I'm going, I want to make sure you have the right footing. And I will see you in the next video. We're going to talk about retirement planning for immigrants. Yes, You don't really need to be a nurse to achieve that kind of pension, but yes. See you. Peace.